The first one, number 3, we have sine A plus tan 360 degrees minus A times sine 90 minus A. Right? So, for this question, the first term is already simplified. So this will be sine A. Then here we must use reduction. Remember, this A must be acute. So this whole angle here, it's in the fourth quadrant because A is acute. So that will be minus tan A. Alright? Times, now this is a coratio, sine 90 minus A, so that will be equal to cosine of A. Alright? Then, since we have done the two fundamental identities, wherever there is tan, convert the tan to sine over what? Cos. So this will be sine A minus sine A over cos A times cos A. Okay? Then, because of multiplication, this cos A and that cos A can cancel out. So you will be left with sine A minus sine A, and the answer will be a 0. Right? It's following that. Okay? And the next one, number 4, we have tan 225 degrees plus sine 180 degrees plus A times sine theta. This is all over sine 90 minus theta. Okay? So first, 225 is in the third quadrant. In the third quadrant, tan is positive. So this 180 can be written as 180 plus 45 degrees. So it's going to be equal to tan 45. And remember, 45 degrees is a special angle. So we are now combining all the concepts now. Reduction formula, special angles, fundamental identities. Right? Sine 180 plus A is in the third quadrant, so that will be minus sine A. Then times, this is theta rather, this one is theta, times sine theta all over. Now sine 90 minus theta is the same as cosine of theta. Okay? Now, tan 45 is a 1. So that gives us 1. Then sine theta times sine theta will give us sine squared theta. This is all over cosine of theta. Right? Then, from the fundamental identity number 2, 1 minus sine squared theta is equivalent to cos squared theta. So this will be equal to cos squared theta all over cos theta. So the final answer is going to be cos theta. Okay? The final answer will be cosine of theta. Okay? So we are now applying everything we have done so far. It's more like these questions, they are combinations of different concepts. Okay? And those concepts you must have understood them for you to answer these questions. Okay? All right. Can you do number 6? Number 6. Okay. All right. My promise to call from yesterday. It's fine. Don't share it with anyone. All right. You must be halfway through now.
So I'm referring according to the first question. So I said this is the minus 135, right? And it says so
We don't subtract obtuse angles. We subtract or add acute angles.
it's I was gonna find I think it's 35 though.
Okay, let's see how you do it.
Okay.
Why are you subtracting 135? See this angle. Okay. All right. Okay.
Yes. So then 16 minus 15 in the fourth quadrant. So it's minus 10.
Okay, so minus tan 135, which is a negative.
Yes.
So your answer here must be a positive.
Oh, so
Because you see, in which quadrant is 135?
135. 135. It's in the it's in the second quadrant.
Second quadrant, right? Is tan positive or negative in the second quadrant?
The second quadrant.
Yeah.
It's negative.
Negative. So that negative and this negative will give you what? A positive. So it will be like this. Minus tan 45. So which is what? Tan 45.
Minus.
Do you understand where the minus tan 45 comes from? Forget about this minus.
Okay, sir.
Tan 135 itself. Tan 135 is negative. Because tan 145 is negative. That the negative from tan 135 times this negative here will give you what? A positive. So here you made a mistake of putting a minus. It's supposed to be a what? A plus.
Okay, so I'll look into that.
You understand?
So I'll look into it.
But the best way, okay, come. The best way. You see here, this angle is in the third quadrant. Which angle can you add to 180 to get 225? It's 45 degrees. Which angle can you add to 180 to get 225? Okay, look here. If I give you 180 degrees and I say solve to get x so that the angle, the sum of the two, 245, sorry, 225. What will be the value of x?
Will be 225 minus 5.
Yes. Which is what? 45. So it means we can write this as 180 plus 45 degrees.
Oh, okay, sir.
So it's better to work with acute angles. Don't work with obtuse angles. Right? So if you are in the second second quadrant, you subtract an acute angle. If you're in the third quadrant, you add an acute angle to 180. Right? Then if you're in the fourth quadrant, you subtract an acute angle from 360. So it's like this. So here you subtract the acute angle from 180. In the third quadrant, you add. Right? In the fourth quadrant, you subtract the acute angle from what? 360.
Yeah. Also, it's better to work with active.
Yes. It's much better that way.
When you're converting this one into positive sign, where would the negative sign go?
Okay, these two are going to cancel out.
Oh,
The two negatives.
so it'll cancel. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Right. How many of you have finished? Okay.
But this is not that deep. I know, I think I'm buying it.
Okay, tell me the question. What was the question?
It was cos 360 plus theta
Cos 360 plus theta
plus,
plus.
and then the
Hey,
fraction,
can you stop talking? Stop talking. Plus
and then there's the fraction sine 180 plus theta
sine 180 plus theta
over tan negative theta.
over tan negative theta.
I did it.
Okay. Now this is a combination of everything, as I say. So now this exercise, it has got an instruction. Okay, calculate the value of each of the following without the use of a calculator, right? Which means you mustn't think about using a calculator. Everything must be shown, right? So I'm just gonna give you a question, and you can try to do number 2 and number 6. Number 2 and 6. Do that. Number 2 and 6. And let me remind you that it's very important for you to know your trigonometry, not only for your grade 11, but for your metric as well, because it's a major topic. If you have not been practicing, you are taking a huge risk. Because the topic is very long. Okay? In actual fact, I think throughout grade 11, it's the longest topic. There is a lot of concepts that you have to know. So make sure you are up to date with everything. Don't wait until it's too late. It's a very long topic. Normally, we should spend about a full month plus doing the trigonometry. And the trig in grade 11 is the backbone of metric. If you understand it now, next year you find your trig very easy. I don't want to see anybody using a calculator. You've never seen me punching something else and sending it in front of you. But if I can do it, you can also do it. If you use a calculator a lot, you are disadvantaging your brain. Your brain is elastic, it adapts. Okay? I hope that your network will be up to date too. Okay, we only have about 9 minutes before the lesson ends. So I'll give you the next 2-3 minutes, you should finish. The first one, by now, you should have probably finished. They're only 45 minutes. Yeah, by now we should have finished number 2. We should be working on number 6.
I figured out. I figured out.
Hey, can I have your attention? Can I have your attention? Do you remember what I said if you see something like this? What did I say? It was because you don't have to think. The answer will be sine squared 21 degrees. Remember the basic idea behind reduction to write your trig ratios and each entity. So when you project Alright, I don't have enough time now. I don't have enough time, but I'm just gonna use. Okay, you just carry on with this. I'll give you maybe 2 more questions. I just wanted to clarify something. First, can I have your attention? First, do you know what reduction formulae are for? Who can tell us what reduction formulae are for? Because I told you on the first day the basic idea behind reduction formulae. What did I say reduction formulae are for?
Reducing angles to angles.
So, yeah. So, reduction formulae are just a group of formulae which are used to reduce non-acute angles to acute angles. Okay? So, if you have your Cartesian plane like this, right? Let's start in the second part. Our reference angle is 180 degrees. But in the second quadrant, we have to subtract an acute angle, theta. Okay? So if you get an angle in the second quadrant, what you must ask yourself is, what acute angle am I supposed to subtract from 180 to get the one that I have? Like for example, if I give you tan 140, okay? If you want to reduce this angle here, from being obtuse to acute, you must ask yourself, what acute angle am I supposed to subtract from 180 to get this 140? So 180 minus 140 gives you what? Gives you what? 40 degrees. But now, you need to ask yourself again, is tan positive or negative in the second quadrant? Negative. So your answer will be minus tan 45. Okay? And then in the third quadrant, it will be 180 degrees plus theta. So if you get an angle, you must ask yourself, is the angle in the third quadrant? If it's in the third quadrant, then the question will be, what angle, which is acute, can you add to 180? Okay? What angle can you add to 180 to get the angle you are given? Like for example, if I give you cos 230, alright? What you should ask yourself is, what angle is related to 230, which is acute? 230 minus 180, that will give you 50 degrees. Then, is cos positive or negative in the third quadrant? Negative. So this will be minus cos 50 degrees. Go home and practice more.